All right, guys, what's going on? I have a really awesome video here today. We're going to go over a play in August. This was August 2015 during the flash crash. This was some of the first China stuff, and I thought it'd be cool to go over. I made about $75,000 this day. I actually closed up $77,000, $78,000. I'm about to show you guys. I have it playing right now before close. This was a live webinar. I'm talking on this. I'm recording now over that sound. So for you guys, I want to explain stuff. I'm going to probably do this in a few videos because there's a lot to learn from these plays. And like I'm saying, it's applicable to kind of where we are in the market. You could learn a lot about the options trading. And then, my big thing, most importantly, is is just understanding how you can make money in these types of environments. We do good. The trading fraternity is great. Amazon goes up, Netflix goes up, companies finding, that growth when the market's great. We do awesome. But during the market declines, that's really where I like to thrive. And, these are the opportunities I'm looking for. So it's definitely a different approach than trading safe and doing this. I'm trying to, when I see opportunities, I like to maximize it, hit my bubble, go home. So there is a lot of stuff you could learn from this. I want you guys to be able to see where the market's going, see how the market reacted. This was like towards the third or fourth day of the market dropping. And even then, I lost a lot of this money the next day by holding these puts, which you'll see I did during close. And you'll see my realized. I'll point it out when I get it up there. But I did about 13,000 bucks realized, but I left, a lot of money there on the table. But again, everything about this is really cool. We're going to cover this in multiple videos. I don't want to overwhelm you guys, but this is some of the stuff. I have a bunch of archives of videos like this. I want to go over even Brexit and some other stuff that's gone by just so you could see the difference in approach. And now, I guess starting from a market decline perspective, the biggest difference between this flash crash in August and what we have going on right here, right now, is going to be the aspect of the velocity of the decline. I made a lot of money on this because the market shed, that 8 to 10% in like 3 or 4 days compared to, about a month and a half, which we're seeing now, which is a big, big difference, especially as it comes to profiting off of the puts and even playing stuff at literally like UVXY, volatility, anything of that nature. So it's good to watch this. That's why even watching this back in time is great for me. So we're going to speed up through this. I want you guys to see the market's going to kind of come down and bounce, but let's go over the plays. I want to show you guys kind of the exact plays I made. And also, if you are new, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notifications. Every day we got a video, and drop me some questions. I want to see what your guys' take on this, how you could compare it to today. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to hear from you guys. If it helped in any way, drop a like. And yeah, so you're gonna see us go over the plays. I'm gonna focus in on a few plays, and we'll get to them and I'll discuss. And Jax is crying, so hold on. All right, so you guys are gonna hate me. I have most of the portfolio covered. I'm only gonna be showing you guys a few plays. If you're gonna bitch and complain, I'm sorry. This is for educational purposes only. You are not in the cult. I'm not going to share with you my secret sauce towards, how I go about these declines. Simple as that. I'll share some with you guys. This is where $37,000 or $38,000 of the gain came from. They're awesome trades. You could learn from them, and these trades will actually cost you a lot of money if you don't execute them properly. I've learned myself too. And even what you guys are see here, the market is closed. You can look at the bottom, 409. But if you're familiar, S&P options, UVXY, a lot of indices, they change throughout, after markets. They move up until, what's it called? The 15 minutes after close. But that being said, here are the plays I want to go over so you guys could see, how did I make so much money. There's a few things to notice. And it's kind of what we talked about in that last cult video. If you guys, I say the cult video, I encourage you to watch it. I go over my trades and you guys see what my process is to review. And this is why I thought I'd share this with you guys, because I was going over my own trades from 3 years ago to see the market and see the plays that profited me the most, and I'm trying to learn from that myself as well too. So that's really the point here with this, and you could learn a lot just by seeing the types of plays. But like I said, the market decline has been very different from then till now, so I'm paying attention to that. But let's take a look at them. The big thing to look from this is going to be both the timing, and I think that's related to how you guys have seen me throughout the YouTube videos and how I'm playing them, and you guys see the news, and that's one of the best things, is that you could still see, you could pick up on news, react. I reacted even a couple days late, I would say. Oh man, let's see. All right, my screen moved, so I'm just going to loop the portfolio page from here again. I even on the recording, I'm on webinar, I'm talking. I do other stuff, but like I was saying here, you guys could pick up on info, and you could have a lot of time, especially when it's global political stuff. That's one of the best parts. And even in general is, if certain things happen in the economy, you could really, if it truly does happen, like that's what happened in October or August, there was a lot of things that occurred that it was very clear cut. It's not as clear cut as it was in this market, and you could even see that in the volatility. That's the first thing. Next, the two big things that you could see from this whole thing is looking far to the left. There's, the symbol. I played SPY puts. One, look at the dates. The market started to decline 17th, 18, 19, and then the big 20, 21, 22, 23. And this day is the 24th, but I got them all relatively days before. The next big thing is the quantity I picked up. I got hundreds of these. These are 400 puts right alone that you're seeing. That's why I made so much. They didn't go to, the prices aren't too high on them, but now here's the crazy part. Look at the cost basis. For the first set, I got these in August, and they were September. So they had 30 days of time left. I got 200 of them, but my cost basis was 2 cents each. I spent $200 for all of these. And now at this moment, and this is, they weren't in the money. Actually, I think, no, they were close to it. But essentially, I paid $200 for 200 contracts. And now all of a sudden, each one is going for $200. So again, that's why it's worth $20,000. Then the next ones, I got another 100. I paid the most for those. I spent 10 cents. And those I got on the 20th. That was like the later. I kept adding puts like a madman. But the ones I got the next day after, got those for 3 cents, and they went to another $1.15. And that was kind of similar 1 month out. Oh, man. So cut out again. But as you see, 1 month out, I'm just going to loop it again. Like I said, the portfolio thing's looping. But 1 month out, and was able to get something pretty good. And at the time, the market was trading at like 212, 215. I got like 160 and 143s. That still, it was really far out of the money, but the volatility was based, I made so much money because the implied volatility in those out of the monies went up so much because the market dropped so much so fast, which again, I say is the big reason why the market is how it is right now. And that's the big difference. So this is coming out of it. What you could take from this, my big thing of how I made so much. I was up to date on the news. I was following what was going on. I found cheap plays. There's other parts that, that other 50,000 I made. I'm not sharing that with you guys yet. It was finding, the right plays and getting quantity on the right companies. And that's the key. Here it was getting quantity and the price. That's why you guys see I've been making these videos, even talking about the price of the option. This is very important, especially. And now too, there's the different opportunity. You guys have to be careful. Don't try to chase the dragon. These are big gains. These aren't necessarily realistically what I do every day, but it's understanding when these moments do happen once every year or two, how to capitalize on them. So going over this last, why I'm looking back at this, I didn't make as much. I made 70,000 in a day. If I walked with, I think like $50,000 in October. I made 16,000 in one of those weeks, in 2 days, but it's nothing compared to this. Especially, I took more risk. I think I was ahead of this stuff as much, but again, there's learning opportunities within all that. So yeah, I hope you guys could learn from this. Hopefully this helps you guys out. And I'll leave it there. We'll go to part 2 and we'll talk. I'll slowly start showing you more and more of the plays. But again, I want to make sure beyond not, I don't want to create competition for myself, But I also want to make sure you guys are ready in the sense that you guys aren't going to go crazy putting out information. I don't want you guys to try to replicate this and have it turn out the wrong way, because these plays were good and bad at the same time, but mostly bad. They're bad unless you know it's gonna work. But I guess that's with anything. And the question is, how do you find that? Well, you guys are watching me. You guys are watching me do it now, and I'm showing you guys live. You guys are seeing the type of info. So hopefully this helps. I'll leave it there. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach out, drop a comment. Make sure you get your application. And yeah, I love you guys. Stay in school.